see if all systems are operational. There we go. Hello. Good evening or afternoon or whatever, everyone. How is it going? Hey, Lady Rouge, welcome. Yeah, so... Oh, hey. Yeah, there's a lot of numbers in your name, but hey. And thanks for the follow, Hinkel. So yeah, how is everybody? Is it hot there? It's still hot here. I don't think that will change anytime soon. I'll just have my fun and my AC and I'll try to survive again. Hopefully successfully. So yeah, hey Diego, how is it going? Whoa. Okay. Yeah. So the plan for today. In case you missed the previous streams, in the 3 previous streams I actually assembled whatever, like a VFX sequence thing with the earth attack and some fire elements and whatnot, and that was super fun, and I'm going to do it again with other VFX concepts that I haven't thought of yet, so I'm open to suggestions on that. But until then, I wanted to do something that I've been meaning to do for a while, and it did not help that I played a bit of Death's Door, and I really enjoyed its combat and somewhat of its more snappy elements when it comes to the fight, and also how they're doing their like slash VFX and all that. So I just wanted for once in my life, and also like on a stream, to make one single satisfying slashing attack. Like, because right now, in case you've missed, this is the project that I've been working on for a while, but this is a new environment actually. I did not do it on camera. I also fixed that issue I had with like ramps and stairs where the character would just like fall continuously. So that's all fixed by detecting if I'm on a slope and then just adding a ridiculous amount of gravity to the character, which kinda doesn't let them jump now. It's something I want to fix at some point. I mean, they can jump if they stay still, but like not if they're moving. But yeah, whatever. And oh, now he could jump. Yeah, whatever. So there is back when I was working on combat with this guy, I did like some work for like a slash attack, and there was some feedback on the side of the enemies and it was fine, but I want to throw an animation on it and also make the slash more satisfying, and maybe if there's time also make like the hitting impact more impactful, and make it so that you have your frame staggering and I'm dropping frames again. Okay. Unity really doesn't enjoy the stream. Anyway. So yeah, some frame staggering and maybe some screen shake and I don't know, stuff to make it like feel good. So that's the plan for today. I'm not sure if I will manage to do like even 10% of that, but we'll see. So this is how this environment looks, by the way. There's still a lot that I wanna do. As you can see, there's a lot of placeholders, like houses and all that, because you start from a village as you're gazing up on the crescent sun. And yeah, I decided also, yeah, that's also relevant to what I want to do today. But I've decided that I want to go with a camera like this. And yeah, I know that's quite a bit similar to like Death's Door and all that, I know, but I'm actually just planning to keep the camera on kind of like one axis. Like it's not, it's always looking on the same direction, so the camera is not changing. And it's like that because the progress is probably gonna be like really linear, so you're always gonna go like that way. It's like a damn lots of frames dropped. Jesus. Okay. All right, better. Yeah. So yeah, the concept is that you just be going like that way, kind of like old Mario games where you just went right. Okay. It's also nice to have dev constraints sometimes. How do you mean the dev constraints? I mean, it's always good, but how do you mean that? Also, by the way, I downloaded like an animation from Mixamo for like the slashing, so I'll also try and integrate that onto the animator and put it along with the attack, but also try and make it as snappy as possible. See camera angle. Oh yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, exactly. It's also like a bit to restrict and also to guide, to go towards where you're supposed to go. Thanks for the follow, Novare. All right. Yeah, here's the animation. Let's see if it will play nice with the player. Oh, fantastic. Oh yeah, you cannot see it. Yeah, this is what I'm seeing. So yeah, not sure if this is working or not. I mean, how? Does it just straight up don't want to show my player? Is this it? It's fine. Who the frick is this? Yeah, just straight up doesn't like my player. Oh well, I'm not gonna do anything about that. Okay, so do I have an attack? No, I don't have an attack trigger, but I can get one. Also, the rig should be generic. Yeah, it's using the same thing. So yeah, slash left technically. I guess you can do that from any state as long as you're grounded, but I mean that I can check on the script side. So yeah, let's just go to from any state. Let's add a trigger, let's call it slash left. I would love to see my player though. Can I see my player? Oh, there we go. Okay. Not sure why it had these issues before, but I mean, oh, again, you still can't see what I'm seeing. Okay, here's the player. By the way, what I did was that I went from there and I instead used like the yeah, from the project instead. Which one was it? I mean, okay, so you can see that this is the animation. Obviously, exit time should be like 0. And also this animation has a lot of fluff, and I honestly just want... why is it making it so hard? No? Okay. I just want like maybe this part, and the duration could also be like much smaller. So what I'm gonna do is actually get the change the animation from here. So this is like the animation asset, and just go like a little like this. Yeah. I could probably do without the fall of 2, but like the rest of the frames, it should be like a snappier animation. But I will leave some, not fall off, sorry, like follow through. I will leave some of it just so that I can maybe transition out of that. Well, maybe not as much, but like this. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna apply that. It's another transition. Am I missing something? Anyway, it should work. It should work. Supposedly. And after that, I mean, I can go back to whatever, to movement, I guess. With exit time? Much less exit time, but maybe with exit time and much smaller transition. Okay, maybe not as much. Sure, let's try this. And see where the combat is handled. I think it's here. Or wait, I think it's player input. Yeah, I think it's player input because I actually had like this animator for the sword, which I'm not using anymore. Oh, it has the slash thing. I'm not using this anymore. Yeah. So wait, where was that? Here. Yeah, okay. There we go. How do I call it? A graphics animator? I mean, yeah, I guess. Trigger slash left. That was it, the name, right? Yeah. Alright, I'm actually gonna turn this off just so I can see like only the animation. Okay, it's only doing it when I'm moving, which is alarming. Oh, it's because it has an exit time. So screw the exit time then. Okay. Okay. So far so good. Obviously it needs to be like way faster. Like twice as fast. I didn't need to exit play mode for this, but whatever. Yeah, alright. I think the transition could also be a bit faster. I'm not sure I'm loving what's going on with the feet though. This kind of sliding. And I think I have an idea for that. Alright. Could I restrict? Should I make a mask? Oh. Create from this model. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, screw the legs. Whoa. Okay, this is what I saw. Okay, if I can maybe... Yikes. Okay, I want the shoulders and the neck, head and all that. Oh, wait. I want all that. Don't want the hips. Oh, okay. So I should just remove all that. Maybe the hips too. Okay, no, I'm not sure if this is gonna blend. I think it's just gonna go into this state. Right? I'm pretty sure this is what's going to happen. Oh no! No, it's working. Alright. So it's the other option. The other way I could do this would be to define an avatar mask. Like if I could go here and make a new layer and use like an avatar mask. But since I could mask off like the animation itself, then I didn't really need to do that, which was cool. Maybe I can add the hips back? Oh wait, I need to hit apply. Now leave the hips. Okay, I mean, right now it's definitely underwhelming, but my hope and my theory is that it will look good with the VFX. So it's kind of like we're gonna fix it in post. Also, turns out it's not the same as an avatar mask because, as you can see, while I'm walking, it's setting the legs to be still because of the mask. And if I actually had avatar masks, that wouldn't happen. It would just like blend the top. Still dropping frames, weird, okay. Anyway, but I don't really mind because I also want to make it so that when I'm actually, you know, attacking, that I'm not moving. So that's one thing I wanna change. Give me a sec. Right. I need to remember what I'm doing here though. Player motor. Move. Yeah, okay, this is. Can I cancel the movement? Or I can just have something like what we call is attacking, or is, yeah, attacking, whatever. So false, inspector. And if that's true, then don't really move. Yeah, don't move with a velocity that corresponds to the movement. But, you know, if he's supposed to fall, then he should fall. So if he's attacking, if he's not attacking, sorry, do that. Okay, I'm gonna do the ugly way at first, but don't worry, I'm gonna fix it on before release. So is motor, wait, how am I calling it? Player motor, yeah. Player motor. Oh, I should zoom in. Yeah, player motor is attacking. That's true. Just wait for seconds, real time, because if I actually do it, do some frame staggering and all that, I should wait for seconds real time. And I don't know, like 0.5, I don't know, that sounds like a good number, I don't know. And play motor is attacking, send it to false again. Oh yeah, that's the attack, yeah, because it checks for collisions, all that jazz. And start coroutine, attacking coroutine, I guess. Well, this could also be right in the motor instead of here, but like my code is ugly already, so it's okay. Okay, let's see what we did. Okay, it's good. It's good. I do need to change that. So maybe I can. Override. I'm afraid this wouldn't work. Okay, you know what? No. Should I do all that, all that? Yeah, maybe disable the controls. Control, input controls disable, and then re-enable them. Just so that it doesn't take any input which gets fed onto the animator. Oh, just so that. Thanks for the follow, Fernanda. Okay, despite the the frame I'm dropping, it's looking good, though obviously this is plenty, so maybe 0.2 would be better. Yeah, I feel this trying to see what's causing all the frame drops. Like the drops frames are only on the stream, by the way. Like it's running at 200 FPS right now. Could that be? Does it need some kind of VSync? Wait, I cannot remember. How do I enable VSync? Is it in player or in quality? Oh yeah, it. Okay, maybe remove VSync then. Kinda better? Maybe. Anyway. Seems to be working somewhat alright. I'm gonna give him a stick just so that the animation can look more extravagant, I guess, because like just the hand is not good. So let me find his right hand, right shoulder, right arm, right forearm, right hand. Okay. And this, no need for a collider. Oh wow! Oh, thanks so much for the donation, Robin. You didn't have to. Thanks. 0.2 and 0.2, I guess. Or maybe 0.3 and 0.3. Yeah, sure, whatever. I mean, it's far enough, like with a camera like that, you can't really see anything. So that should follow the animation right off the bat. Like it's already following the running, so well, thanks for the follow, Raise in Void. You know what? I think it can be faster. Again, I did not need to exit play mode. I think it can be faster. So one thing I noticed in Death's Door was that the actual slashing animation was barely like 2 or 3 frames. You know what? I can try and find some reference. Okay. Let me see. I think there should be some slashing here. Yeah. I stopped it right at the best point. So here's where it's about to slash. Like 1 frame, 2 frames, 3 frames. Oh no, actually he's charging now, so that doesn't count. Can I find... Yeah, okay. Lots of screen shake. Alright, so you can see 1 frame to like hold it there. 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, there's not a very elaborate motion here. And also you can see that the slash just appears. Like, just spawns. And then well, there's a hit, there's a screen shake, there's splatters, there's all that stuff. And then the slash dissipates from this end, which gives the which gives more a better understanding of like the motion of the slash, because it's fading out from this end. So that's what I'm going for in general. Haven't played a lot of Death's Door, by the way. Haven't played a lot. But it's good, and it's good looking, really nice music. So yeah. Give me 1 second, be right back. And I'm back. So yeah, as I was saying, haven't played a lot of Death's Door, it's looking good, great music, and really enjoyable in a super ultra wide screen too. So yeah. Okay, so now I actually want to revisit the slashing. And you know what? I actually think that I am going to remake the one I already have and make a better one. Yeah. So the one I have now is looking like this. Where is it? It's looking like this, I say. What's okay, you know what? I'm gonna try and find the animation instead. Animation. Yeah, alright. So it's looking like this. Minus the distortion, it's just this. And you can see it has a motion. It's not like the Death's Door currently. So it's having this motion and then it dissipates like from outside towards the center. But I do want to make it a little bit more like Death's Door and make it a bit more interesting. So that's what I'm gonna do. But first, I had actually noticed that the mesh I'm using here, this mesh, the slash disc, this one, actually has wrong UVs, and it took me a while to figure that out. Also, you know what? I am going to make a new texture for the sword slash with substance, so that should be fun too, or at least I will try. But let's see how that goes. And it's still warm here, damn it. Sword slash, you know what, make it 1024. All right. But first I am gonna also make the correct mesh in Blender, and I actually might also make it not a perfect circle like like the one I have now, but also make it like in Death's Door, where you can see that it's like a bit skewed, like a bit stretched along the hitting direction. So yeah, make it smooth though, make it 64. Don't care about any of these. So I just want this. .5, I guess. All right. Okay, I don't need these. And to give that kind of stretching, I'm just gonna move these along the Y, but with proportional editing. So actually maybe just these. What they do. Make this smaller and just 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's even, right? Yeah. Yeah, so maybe make it a bit stretched like that. I mean, we can fix some stuff in the tiling and offset either way. Maybe not go overboard. Yeah, maybe like this. And how to unwrap this now? The same way I unwrapped the other one. So you just pick one face, you unwrap that one, you make it go and cover like the whole spectrum of the UVs. So it's like this, and then select everything, and follow active quads, and there you have it. And just scale. Well, there's 64 of them, so you can scale by 1 divided by 64. Only on the Y though. So S, Y, 1 divided by 64. Just 64, yes. I was wrong. Wait. Why? Are some are not perfect squares? It's okay. Maybe. Maybe it's okay. Okay, so I'm still under the impression that the UVs are wrong, but I am gonna make some textures to test this out. So yeah, one way I made some slash textures recently and they turned out fine was well, with a gradient. So first up, the simple gradient like this, make it rotate it like that, and subtract some circles from it to give it like a shape like this, and maybe make it more so it's, you know, you'll see where I'm going with this. Okay, so make a bell, no, a paraboloid. Yeah, and just subtract. But before that, obviously, I'll have to move it around. No tiling, please. Please, no tiling, thank you. Actually, it could be a bell, just so it's a bit softer. And I can subtract one more. Yeah, maybe something like that. But that's not all. I can also get some cells here and blend those as well. I can't remember what I did with those. I think it was... maybe divide? Maybe stretch them out a bit. I have no idea what will this end up looking like. I might have to cheat actually. You know what? I will cheat. Give me a second to cheat a little bit. Oh, okay, this is how I did that. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, you know what? Just copying some stuff around and pasting some stuff around. Yeah, screw that. Alright. So yeah, instead I started with a like a sphere. Yeah, I did it the other way around. Multiplied with a square and blended with these. These I can actually transform to make them stretchier. There we go. Some blurring, because why not? Maybe some directional blur will actually look better. Hey, Aged. Well, thanks. I'm glad you like the streams. Thanks for being a fan. So yeah, this is looking good. I mean, it looks a bit like nothing right now, but when you put it on a stretched UV context like this, it can look good. Yeah, I'll present my case. Hey, ExoRandom, welcome. So RGBA merge, RGB and a merge, yeah. Output, it's just gonna be base color. Yeah, sure. Okay, and export. Let's see where to export. I'm gonna export straight to the project, to be honest. So CS, sets, textures, ECS. No, I'm not. I'm not doing any ECS stuff anywhere, to be honest. No, it's just plain C#, plain old mono behaviors and object-oriented programming. Okay, let's see how this looks in this context. So adding this, using an image texture, opening this up for projects, CS, assets, textures, source class. Yeah, this is the one. Yeah, you see the UVs are wrong. Like you can see that it's mapped the other way around. No biggie, because we can fix that. Okay, oh, also, should this be shaded smooth? Or, no, it's just a defect from the stretching. It's okay. We can actually get a better glimpse of it if first off I set the material to be transparent, if I can remember how. Oh yeah, blend mode, not alpha clip, alpha blend, shadow mode, don't really care. And I can actually probably just plug the alpha here. And yeah, alright. Looks good. Shift A, UV map, yeah. Yeah, alright. And I need some vector math. Yeah. It's always good to, be able to visualize what you're making in Blender before bringing it into Unity. So, okay, that's cool. Obviously, not needing the add here. I would prefer to just see how it is when I multiply. I actually want this to clump. Can I clump this? Is there like a... I would assume that snap is what I want. So just snap. No, it's not snap. Frack? No, that's worse. Okay, well, maximum then? No. Yeah, wait, no, wait, minimum. Yeah, alright, that's what I want. Well, I mean, maybe I should go with something more extreme. And add... Okay, again, this is gonna go here. Oh wow, okay, this is a bit frustrating. Wait, no, I want this. How do I... Okay. Get minimum 0 and 0. Alright. 1 and 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 You know what, fine, I'll just throw it in Unity and see if it sticks, I guess. I'm not crazy about the shape though, maybe I should have kept it circular, but we'll see. That's disk 2 then, I guess. And back here, I'm gonna drop this on here. Look the other way around. Calling this /2, and let's see what we can do with this. So I have the /texture1. It's this one here. No cutoff, maybe some smoothness. Make it 1 source alpha. No, 1 minus source alpha. Alright. So if I offset it here, for example. First off, I need to make this clump. Yes. The seam is not in a great place, huh? Okay, let's keep it on repeat then, I guess. Ooh. Yeah, no. Seam is not in a great place. I mean, if it was just a circle, it could be easy to bypass that. You know what's great? I don't like the shape. Making it the circle again. Oh, I know how to easily do that. Is it going to be a full circle though? I have my doubts. I think it's slightly stretched. We'll see. It's gonna look more circular, that's for sure. So just mirror it and yeah, be done with it. Yeah, see, there's a bit of an issue there. And all that just because I'm too bored to actually make a new disc, I guess. What else? Merge by distance, no extra vertices, alright. That's cool. The UVs are mirrored because of the mirror, but that's not what I want. So again, same approach. Unwrap one face, select all faces, follow active pods, and scale. Can you... Why are you like this? Okay. Thank you. Are they 64 now? It's a bit better, I think. Whoops. Reverse. And reverse. Sure, whatever. It's fine. Okay, guy. Stop with the repeating. Oh, it's reversed. Oh, you know what? Yeah, it's fine. Also, it's funny how you can see like this little like spike here that goes a bit more towards this side than the rest of the texture, how it gets translated when put on the disc. Hey Chikome-san, yeah, sure, just ask what you want and I'll see if I can sew something here in Blender. Yeah, need the rectangle mask here, so I can cut a bit from the top and the bottom, maybe. Okay, so I'm gonna try and do it again the death's door way. So instead of actually moving it, I'll just just spawn it like this, and then actually instead of using a rectangle mask, I can use a gradient mask. To make it or I can do something else. Okay, so first off, I'm not really feeling the one minus source alpha, so just gonna do normal alpha blending. I'm gonna change this texture a little bit because I guess it's eating away a lot of the slashing, so maybe give a bit of air to the slash. we go. Now let's go. It collides with the ground, but I need to block mask the intersection of my smoke so that I can smoke on the center. Okay, yeah, that's not something that I can maybe help out with because I don't know so much about Blender, but like the inner Blender stuff, like the simulations and the rendering in Blender and all that. Yeah, no, I'm afraid I don't know anything about that. I just make like simple meshes in Blender, and then just use them in Unity. So I'm not quite sure how Blender works with that kind of stuff. Sure, no problem, but yeah. Sorry. Okay, let's replace that. Yeah, a bit better, I guess. Maybe I can do some levels here. I guess I want, yeah, I want this to be a bit more on the extreme side, so that it gets translated over to the slashing. Port. Oh, hey Kay, and damn, thanks so much for the subscription. You didn't have to. But thanks. Okay, should I go completely Death's Door? You know, I'll just go full on Death's Door and like even steal their colors as well. It's fine, they don't own colors. Hey, who's Deb? Okay, so right now it looks like this, but if I actually increase the cutoff, well, yeah, I guess it is kinda dissolving from the back. Let me see if I can add some more visual interest. So I can overlay another noise on top. Uh, Obviously some whirly noise is the best way to go, because whirly noise is the best noise. But maybe add it? No, do not add it, multiply it, but maybe make it not as intense. Maybe a different noise. Oh, these are way too noisy. Oh, thanks. I mean, it's still nothing, but thanks. Basically, for everybody who wasn't here and just tuned in watching me goof around in Substance and Blender, I'm trying to make like a nice slashing effect, but like I want to include like a cool animation and a cool feel on the gameplay. And give me a second, my gamepad is not reacting. I should add keyboard support. Okay. So yeah, right now it's like this. Yeah, now this slash is actually gonna go away. Oh, yeah, this slash is gonna go away. And I wanna do like a death's door kind of effect, just so I can, you know, like I can do one slash, but like a good slash. Hey Vesurka, yeah, you're late. It's okay, I forgive you. Oh, thanks. Those trees, by the way, they were made with M3. I think I have it in the example scene. Yeah. Is it here? No, I am mistaken. Yeah, sorry, I think it's actually... Yeah, this is the actual M3 tree. So in case you don't know, M3 is like a really cool plugin in the asset store. I think it's pretty much the best plugin to make trees in Unity. I haven't tried a lot more, but this one is like really great, and it has some really awesome shaders and awesome baking stuff. And yeah, it automatically creates LODs and billboards. Oh, now I guess I'm not dropping frames when I'm moving the camera. Yeah, okay, the stream is still being annoyingly inconsistent. But yeah, and actually their materials is like super simple. Let me find it. Yeah, so I just made like this really simple texture. Oh, thanks for the follow, Dev. So yeah, it's like this. I just took a bunch of rectangles in Photoshop and rotated them around, and I made this thing. And yeah, I used it as a texture for these leaves here. I did make a custom shader to give the gradient, to add a bit of gradient, so you can actually see that I can change it. I mean, I'm not sure if I want to change it. Also, fun fact, my trees are actually blue. Like, this is very much a blue color. It's just that with like ambient color and all that, it just looks green. But yeah, something to keep in mind is that grass is not always green and trees aren't always green. Use more colors. That's it. That's the moral of the story here. And yeah, it's a custom shader that just adds a gradient here, and it works with my custom deferred shader. So yeah, a good PC from the beginning. I wouldn't say so. Well, if you're just starting out, I could definitely say that you don't really need a really good PC because, well, since you're starting out, you're probably not gonna be making, and I suggest that you don't start making any huge projects with like a big production budget and all that, because I mean that's hard for beginners and for, you know, not big companies either way. So in that sense, you would also, you know, you probably wouldn't have to deal with a lot of expensive assets and geometry and all that stuff. So in that sense, I would say that you don't really need a good PC to start off with game dev. Either way, when you start up, it's cool to maybe first work with like 2D stuff, just until you get the hang of how some code things work, and also to, you know, I would say that 2D, developing for 2D can be more creative in terms of game design. Like you can, it's very cliche, but like every game dev that starts with like 2D platformers. That's like fact, really. But it's also a good way to experiment with different cool mechanics, and even if they don't stick to make like a complete thing, like a full-on project, you'd still learn a lot in the process. I don't know how I got derailed like that, but my answer is that no, you don't really need a good PC from the beginning. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Where was I? I was making a slash thing. There we go. Yeah, full on. Very full on Death's Door. Oh, actually, I can do that to get that kind of directionality. Which, now that I think of it, I'm pretty sure that's what they also do in Death's Door. Hey, Death on Time, you're right on time. Oh wait, I think I have made that joke again. So, yeah, ignore it. Just welcome. Yeah, so I could use a gradient as a secondary texture and instead use that Whoa. Oh, you didn't have to subscribe for like my awful joke, but thanks so much. I really appreciate it. Wait, what are you there? Okay, I wanted to. Okay, and now. Okay, I think that could work. I could also add some displacement, which I'm sure is gonna look awful, but I will do it anyway. And when I realize it looks awful, I will just remove it. That's my process. Yeah, I can confirm Death on Time, yeah. We're all about the jokes. Oh, hey, Avery, welcome. And don't worry, Ahos Dev, you might have trouble understanding me because of my accent, even though I try to mask the original Greek accent, but yeah. Oh, thanks, Avery. Yeah, people like those trees. They are really simple to make. Again, because you weren't here, and shame on you for not being here when I was talking about that earlier. But yeah, I used M3, damn it, which is like a really cool plugin for making trees in Unity. And I actually used like a dead simple texture. Like this is a texture that I used for the leaves. Like I took a bunch of rectangles and rotated them. That's it. And yeah, just threw it on and made a shader that adds a gradient and also works with like my deferred setup. So yeah. And now I'm still making the slash, and I was gonna add some displacement which is gonna look horrible. Not so much. Well, I mean, thanks, but I mean, it's anything but great art. But it's super interesting to see how you can get a really cool minimalistic effect just with a texture like this. Oh yeah, I actually got M3 on one of those Unity bundles, the Humble Bundle stuff. And yeah, I think it's actually this along with Aura 2 were like the assets I enjoyed most from these bundles. Yeah, I think. And I also have a bunch of other assets like that, but I haven't used a lot, to be honest. No, I'm gonna keep it clean. No, I'm not gonna keep it clean, actually. Oh, I would love to be famous. Oh, wow. What a great opportunity. There we go. Showcase video on the assets. So, I can't remember how that looks, but yeah, it, really great plugin. I cannot recommend it enough, to be honest. I mean, if you wanna make trees. Yeah, to be fair, that's how I know I've made it when I have a bunch of these bots on every stream. Like, this is a great metric for success, I guess. Yeah, you know what, I can also play around with the colors a little bit. So keep it white and throw in a gradient map. Let's start playing with gradients. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, actually, the whole shtick of this guy is pretty dark, to be fair. In case you missed the DOS VFX, which I'll show in a bit. But yeah, he's pretty dark guy. I think this is the one I like. Yeah, this is looking good. I do have a group of Discord. Yeah. So yeah, this is how it looks when he does this, by the way. So it's like, which I think I'm also gonna remake at some point because it's not so stylized, but you know, there's a bit of darkness in there. So yeah, let me link up my Discord server. Have a link. There we go. Yeah, so it's a very helpful little community of awesome artists that are really eager to help. So yeah, feel free to join. The enemies attack are really colorful. Not quite airy. I mean, either way, the colors and all that are probably gonna change because, you know, I mentioned that I really don't have a lot of thought behind the concept of the game. But maybe, I don't know. If I ever make the game, we'll find out, I guess. So I'm curious, could I actually use... Oh hey Raisin! Yeah, there are trees. People like the trees. Maybe I should just make a game about trees. Yeah, so I'm curious if I can actually use the timeline to like sync up the slash animation with the disc animation. Nah. Oh, I know, Raisin. Yeah, and again, as I was saying a little bit ago, these are made with M3, which is like a really awesome tree plugin for Unity. Major differences between timeline and animator. Well, technically you can think, well, the animator has some sort of logic, right? So it's not actually a good comparison. They're like different things because the animator can also handle like transitions with some logic and all that. But you can think of the timeline as a layer above animation. Not an animator, but like animation. Yeah. Because you can actually store a lot of animations inside timelines, and the cool thing with the timelines is that you can also store pretty much anything that the timeline knows how to play. So you could animate, for example, cinema scene transitions, but especially for VFX, because you asked for VFX, timeline is super awesome because you can also, and actually I am going to show this here, because you can also add particle systems, and I think it should also work with VFX graphs, I would assume, or at least it should, but I haven't tried it at all. But it definitely works with particle systems, so it's really awesome to actually sync up animations with VFX, and that's what I'm gonna show you now when the VFX Lab project opens. Oh yeah, I get what you mean, Resin. It's a bit fiddly, but you can get some cool results out of it. Like this is the M3 object I'm using, if it helps at all. Yeah. So if I remove the leaves, for example, I'm just using branches that are like this, and I made the leaves technically be really heavy, so they are more like pine leaves. Oh, παρακαλώ, death on time. Um, so yeah, I just made them really heavy and made them use a long mesh, so I could more easily add the texture on top. By the way, that's also something really cool that M3 does. You can see that when I'm changing the leaves and when I leave it, after a little bit, it bakes ambient occlusion. I'm not sure how it does that, but it's cool. When trying to make oak trees, I think it has some examples on oak trees, right? Does it? Yeah, it has an oak. That's the one. No, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not sure why you would want to make oak trees when you can make birches and pines. Like, those are the best trees. Like, screw oak trees. Who likes oak trees? Jesus. Yeah, so the project opened, by the way, Death on Time. So yeah, that's what I was showing in the previous streams. This has a... let me hide this. This is like a whole VFX sequence, and I can easily go back and forth with the animations and with the particle systems. So all these are particle systems, and you can put them on a timeline and, you know, just scrub back and forth to see how they look, and, you know, you can sync them up real good. So that's why timelines can be very helpful when you're combining a bunch of effects, and especially along with animations. So that's why I was thinking maybe using timelines here, but since I'm also using the animation in the animator, I think it's gonna be a bitch to work with, so I'll just leave it like that. Yeah, I mean, in the animation you can I don't know, you can probably just enable, you can set active a game object that has a particle system, and, you know, if it's play on awake, then it will play, but you don't have a lot of control over it, and actually seeing when that is gonna trigger, then yeah, it's not so convenient. Okay, Raisin. Yeah, well, I mean, I just set up a bit of a terrain here. The project is really behind, but thanks. Okay, so animation time again. So I am gonna... how should I go about that? So I think I want to do something like Death's Door, so just pops in and dissolves. So I guess some sort of animation, but like Would that be with a separate animator? Maybe. Okay, I'm gonna call this slash animator. It's not a great name, but it's a name. I'm gonna make an animation for this. Slash short slash. Meanwhile, there's no short yet, but whatever. Short slash left one, whatever. And yeah, the thing is, it's just gonna be property slash this2 is active. It's gonna start off. No, it's just gonna be on, and it's gonna be off on its own. And then just property slash this mesh transform, cut off, and just one. Not sure how long it should last, but oh, and then it should be off again. Alright, so slash animator should go here either way, and how am I calling the first attack? Yeah, I'm gonna call it slash left again. Gonna make an empty state for this. Just gonna call it idle, I guess. Gonna make this the active one, and when the time is right, just slash left. And then go back, I guess. I don't know, I don't care. No exit time. Will this work? I have no idea. Let's find out. Okay, first thing I forgot. This is not looping. Second thing, it seemed. Oh yeah, yeah, that should have fixed it. The animation should be much shorter, like half of it. Then that should be at point 10, and that should be at point 15. I feel that the animation is definitely underwhelming. You know what? I will bring back the legs, and also I want this to fade so at least you can see something. The animation should not mask things. Oh, wrong animation. Mask. Just none. Not quite feeling it. I think the transition should last longer, maybe. Maybe it needs a build up. Okay. Slashing should definitely start a bit after that. So maybe just a bit of an offset. Say a bit more too. Okay, so I'm curious. Maybe I should instead not do this with the movement. maybe disabling the input is enough. Maybe. Yeah, I think it's enough. So since that's enough, I don't need this, I don't need this, I don't need this, and subsequently I don't need this, no this. Alright. I'm out of water. Yep. The way that the slash effect fades in the beginning. Yeah, I could make it fade, but I really wanna seamlessly copy what Death's Door is doing. Which, like, if you notice, let me go back a few frames. Yeah. So you see, you know, see the animation, then it just pops in and makes it a bit more impactful. Oh yeah, exactly. That's also something I wanna do when you hit something. There's also like the screen shake and the lights and all that. I mean, yeah, the frame staggering is a classic effect for Phil. Like how fast the transition happens. It needs a bit more delay. I also think that this should start a bit afterwards. I think. I feel like I'll have to animate the thing myself. or maybe do some modifications potentially. Oh, thanks. So it's actually a combination of themes. You can find them in the, well, not all of them, I think. Yeah, on the game dev tools segment. So there's the Synthwave X Fluoro machine. This one, which also has some instructions as to how to install it using, because it needs an extra extension. And on top of that, I also have the vibrancy theme, which gives a glass effect. So yeah, they're combined to give this theme. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna try something. Okay, so in case you don't know, when you have an animation on a... Yeah, when you have an animation on an FBX like that, it's read-only, so you can't really change it. But if you go to the animation inside the FBX and duplicate it, it will create another one in the project, and that you can edit. So I'm gonna try and do something a bit bold here. Yes, you see, each and everyone I have here are read-only. But if I go back here, /left, and assign this one instead, then I'm gonna have one which is not read-only, and I can actually use it. And you know what would be cool? If my guy just stayed in this kind of state for a bit. Which would mean that okay, this is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt me more than it's gonna hurt you. I'm eating out all these keyframes. Maybe I'll... No, wait. Change the music again. Yeah, maybe all these keyframes. And I can go a bit further away and just duplicate them. Actually, can I put these here and then duplicate? So yeah, that will make them stay at this pose for a bit while the whole thing dissipates and they can move again. At least that's the plan, but also, in case you don't know, I'm not an animator. So this might all go sideways. Okay, let's see what we did. I think I kinda feel it. Okay, one thing's for sure, the slash animator, the animation should not wait so long. Because in case you missed it, as I rotated, I actually got, I moved the slash disc with me, which is not great. Oh, you know what? I think it's kind of working. Also something I want to try. I think it worked the other time, but I want to try it again. If I set this to be -3, is it gonna be, well, reversed? Oh hey Lady Roots, yeah, you missed everything. Game is shipped. It's already got some really overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam. Yeah, no, my idea didn't work. It's alright though, it's okay. I am gonna download another animation, which I don't have downloaded already. Which is, well, the inward slash, so, it's the other way around. And we'll see how that looks. Right, brought that in. I put that in the wrong folder. Okay, and I will be right back. I need to refill my water. Be right back. And I'm back with more water. Hope you're all staying hydrated as well. Where was I? Yeah, I had the inward slash. So a bunch of frames to cut from here. Basically, I just want like from this point. Oh, you can't see again. Yeah, so this animation is looking like this. Alright, so technically I'm already in a position similar to this. Right, so I don't need all the build up here. I just want a quick slash. And again, I might just kill some frames and keep it there or something. So I don't know, I'll just cut these frames. Up until this point. Maybe, probably. Alright, I'm gonna disable this for now because I need to line up the animations properly. Alright, so when I slash left, I probably want to, well, be able to slash right. Right? Right. So if there's some sort of trigger, this should also be wicked fast. Looking good. It's kinda grooving, to be honest. Yeah, not sure if it should have exit time though. It doesn't look good though. Hey, Sammy. Well, I mean, who cares about the sound? point. Maybe that's fine. Maybe. Yeah. Okay. So this actually worked before, so I'm gonna try and do that. So again, if the not sword animator, it's the graphics animator now. Get current animation state info 0 is named slash left. So if it's on the slash left state, well, I can just go and say like do go on and play slash right. Yeah. Else. Oh, by the way, I'm not sure what's changed, but now at work I don't have to use Visual Studio. Like Visual Studio Code works with IntelliSense and everything, and I'm so happy about that. I really hate Visual Studio. Well, I mean, I don't really hate it, but I hate it in comparison to Visual Studio Code. Damn it. All good. All good. Yeah. So I might not even need damn it. I might not even need this trigger. But you know what? Just keeping it for this here to make some kind of sense, I guess. Okay, let's see how this looks. So hitting once, doing this. Hitting twice, completely ignoring me. Okay. It just doesn't care about slash right, I guess. Am I calling is it the correct name though? It is the correct name. Is that the correct name? So slash left. Ah, yeah, of course. That's probably the issue. Graphics. Yeah, I just want a log just to see if, you know, it got registered, I guess. Not just ignoring me. I mean, how did yeah, it did have a transition, and it did have a trigger, even though it didn't use it. So yeah, it just like that to annoy me. Wait, it worked now. Okay. For some reason, it doesn't get registered right away. So you know what? I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try the proper way. Maybe. Oh, I I didn't notice if the logs were always printing. Must have done it more than 13 times. Okay. So there is some... It doesn't get registered for some reason. Like, not fast enough at least. That was working better, first off. So let's start with that. Alright, so can you guess what the problem is? I'll give you a hint. I'm stupid. Since, you know, when I'm starting the attack, yeah, I'm disabling input for a bit. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. Yeah, the thing is that I'm disabling the input when I'm attacking so that I won't be able to move. But yeah, that's obviously wrong. So let's address that. I'm gonna use it with a bull again. False. Yeah, so that's something. Okay. And start it again. And same goes for this one. Yeah. And I think all I have to do is attacking, just input equals 0. So that I don't do like any movement or look forward or change any animation or whatnot. Okay, let's see if this is any better. Yeah, okay, this is a bit better. I do want to also do the same thing on this animation though. Thanks, Sammy. You're the first one to say that in the stream. It's really weird. I would assume that more people would like the trees today, but nobody ever commented on them. It's weird. Thanks. Oh, thanks, Fitilik. It's it's cell shading. It's using a custom deferred shader, which I can show you here. There you go. So lighting is deferred, like you can see that I can see albedo and all that stuff. And I'm actually using a custom deferred shader that applies cell shading to pretty much everything. So instead of using a surface shader with a custom lighting model, which doesn't work in deferred, this one changes the whole deferred shader. So that means that even if even if I add like a sphere, right? This is using Unity's standard shader, like it's a default material standard, and you can see that it's cell shaded and all because it's using the cell shading process happens in the deferred stage. Yeah, but let me guess, you're doing that in URP, right? Yeah, exactly, it's forward rendering. Because, yeah, HDRP doesn't... HDRP works with deferred rendering instead of forward, but it doesn't allow for custom lighting models, neither in the shader graph, nor does it have the deferred shader exposed as far as I know. So yeah, I wanted to replace the animation to also have it stay at the slashing. So use that, go here, select this one, and again go with the inward slash, go like this. And or maybe up to here and stay there. I don't know for how much longer, but that should do. Either way, I can increase the transition or change the exit time to make it like I want. So yeah. So, wait. Is it not using the new one? It is using the new one. Okay, it just probably needs many more frames to stay put. It's here. Only here and move that. Well, I'm definitely more of a tech artist. Well, I am a tech artist. I mean, I started as a programmer, and I started with a CS background, like proper informatics and telecommunications. So, you know, C, C++, and compilers, all that jazz. But yeah, well, to be fair, I liked it, but I wasn't really good at that stuff because I'm more of a creative person, I guess. So I always liked 3D, and I taught myself 3D pretty young actually. And yeah, when I learned about like shaders and ways to combine like code and art and all that, it was only natural for me to go towards tech art. Why is it not? Yeah, I mean, that's a. Is it blending too soon? Maybe. So yeah, I'm not a terribly good programmer, I wouldn't say so. Okay, so this is working unexpectedly good. Well, so let's see about bringing that back. Oh, that's easy, like everybody's as good as me because I'm not that good. I don't know. Well, that was the wrong question. It just triggers my imposter syndrome. Well, I guess, I mean, depending on what people want to work on. Obviously, always trying out stuff and doing stuff and learning and gathering resources and trying out things is always helpful. Like what really helped me was that I wanted to, when I started with shaders, for example, I just wanted to make an effect. Like I saw an effect and wanted to make that, and then I went step by step and trying to find all the individual components. And I was initially just using them as black boxes. I didn't really know what the individual components did, but as I was using them more and more and again, I just kinda started dissecting them and figuring them out. And yeah, I just kept stumbling my way upwards for the past 4 years or so. And yeah, I hope that covers your question. Okay, you know what I think? I think that I should go big. Like, I noticed games like Hades, for example, and their VFX when it comes to like the hit areas, they're like ridiculous. And yeah, I wanna do that. I wanna make it ridiculous. Also, let's make the right one as well. What? Is it seriously searching with a name? Seriously searching with a name, huh? Oh, call off and just yeet. Any tips for landing at a game studio? Something relatively new, reorganized. uh, yeah, that is pretty awesome. Though, yeah, to be fair, I haven't really had any contact with him, so I'm not sure how big his influence was regarding, you know, my hiring. But yeah, tips for landing at game studio. Well, obviously, again, I can only speak for my area, for like tech art and VFX, and obviously, the most important thing is having a portfolio and sharing your work and putting it out there. Making connections, like what really helped me professionally was Twitter. Like the fact that I like, even when I didn't know how to make a dissolve shader, I had a Twitter account and just shared anything new I made. Eventually led to good things. So always, sharing your work, or at least, having your work accessible, and making it easy for people to see your work. That's obviously really useful. And again, I mean, that works obviously for tech art and VFX because they're very visual fields. If you're a well, not even a gameplay programmer, but if you're like an engine programmer, and you're doing some really awesome coding stuff, that's great, but it's not really easy to show that. Not always, at least. And even if you do, for better or for worse, social media works very visually, and when people are scrolling, something more colorful and more vivid will catch their eye, and that's not the case with stuff that are not, art or like VFX or tech art, interesting things, stuff like that. But yeah, obviously, I'd say it comes down to having a portfolio, sharing it, making connections on social media, and obviously, like, the most important thing for both like professionally and in general, don't be a dick. Like, just don't be a dick. It's remarkably easy for me, or at least, I think that I'm not being a dick in general. But, I find it pretty natural. So, just don't be a dick. I mean, yeah, it all comes down to that, really. Like, be nice to people. You never know. Well, be nice to people regardless, not just because it could help you professionally. But yeah, it helps not being a dick. So wait, if I actually change the name, will that work? Well, I'll be damned, that works. Okay, I have conflicting feelings about the fact that these work by name, but it was convenient for me now, so I'll just mark it down as a pro. Well, yeah, Tilik, absolutely, the world is a brighter place the more nice you are. I mean, yeah, but even regardless of that, just, I find it, at least for me, being a dick takes effort. Like, you know, I feel that people need to go out of their ways to be dicks, and maybe they shouldn't. Wait, that's so slow. Oh no, I changed. Okay, I, I changed the name to the wrong thing, but it's cool that I can just change the name and it just works. So this is what I want, and I want to put it here. Well, first I'll answer your second question, Frutilik, because it's easier. It's not a cylinder, it's a disc. It's just it's this thing here. Come on. Just a disc with a hole in the middle, so that I have quads and I can unwrap it like this, so it wraps around. And yeah, to answer to your first question, I did work before Jumpship. I was working at a creative agency thing here in Athens, in Greece, which, well, the agency worked with like commercials and branding, communication, stuff like that, but they also had a small, very small department for video games that were mostly for clients and like these almost flash games that you could see as a Harry Lord, jeez. Okay, yeah. Were those, like little web games that you would see for commercial purposes and stuff like that. Though the bosses at that place also had some side projects of their own that were more game-like, and they required some Unity knowledge. So I first started there, basically being just a Unity programmer, like a generalist kind of programmer. And yeah, I'm not gonna share a bunch about how it was. I'll just say that my skills weren't utilized properly, and my time wasn't utilized properly, and yeah, I'll leave it there. But it helped me grow in many ways, and it was I'll leave it there. I worked there for 2.5 years, Kim. So I actually didn't even finish uni when I joined that company. I was still studying at my uni and had like my dissertation to do while I was working too. But even if it wasn't great, especially in terms of projects, the horrible thing is that it was still one of the better options when it came to working in games in Greece for money. Like, it sucks, but we don't really have a booming industry here, or maybe an industry at all. There are some studios, but they're really small and barely have any commercial games, and you can maybe count them on the fingers of two hands. So yeah. Oh yeah, I get it, Futilic. Yeah, it's okay to get a head start and to get into working, because I didn't have any working experience whatsoever before that. and I learned about stuff. Probably the more prominent effect of that workplace was that I became really cynical and like really miserable as a person, because like when I started, oh, Sammy's leaving. Okay, goodbye, Sammy. Have a great night. Yeah. So when I started, I was like all doe-eyed and excited about working in games and getting paid for it. Like what? That was like a dream. And yeah, after 2.5 years, I became miserable and cynical and mean. Yeah, not a dick. No, absolutely never a dick. But yeah, I'm just saying that in terms of how should I make that transition? Just like this? Yeah, not a dick, but just like, you know, I wasn't all excited about that anymore. I just became really cynical and like really you know, I heard about bosses and, you know, capitalism being bad, but when I first joined I was like, oh, these bosses aren't so bad, but no, you know, capitalism sucks, and yeah, it sucked there too, so yeah. How did I overcome that feeling? Well, finding a job that I like helped. It helped a lot. Like, I'm not gonna lie, and I don't think that this stream will ever reach any of my former bosses, but whatever. Near the end, I actually left because I had to go on mandatory conscription. Like, we still have that in Greece, so I had to go to the army for some months. And near the end, I was actually looking forward to that. Well, not actually looking forward to going to the army, just leaving and going to the army and not having to think about the work and the projects we had there. Yeah, like there were meetings where we were just talking about the projects again and again, and I remember feeling like really just trapped. I'm like, okay, fuck, I'm really trapped in this thing. So yeah. Yeah, kind of like the whole concept of it, supposedly, of the conscription, that is, supposedly is, you know, basic army training and, you know, classifying all the men so that, you know, in case there is a draft, you know that who needs to do what and whatever. But the thing is that it's just like 9 to 12 months of completely lost time, and you just do chores and emotional abuse and just well, it's just like a big public service building full of dicks, full of sexist, racist, misogynistic, chauvinistic dicks. And that's the army. I'm really curious if I should upload this stream to YouTube. Anyway, yeah. Slash left, now slash right. Oh no, Kim, no, it's just you just go once and that's it. Maybe after some years they do some sort of retraining, but like for a couple of days, but that's it. Oh no, it's okay. I mean, I don't mind really. I mean, I can upload it. I mean, it's fine. Either way, you know, maybe I get lucky and Twitch also like silences all these minutes I've been talking about the army because of the music, because sometimes it thinks it's copyright protected. I don't know. Oh no, we just go once, and like it's such a ridiculous process that it's just super common, like incredibly common to just fake some sort of mental illness just to get out of it. But like it's yeah, 2 or 3 weeks, damn. Yeah, and I mean it doesn't have to be like anything crazy, just like depression or something. Uh, but yeah, it's just super common, and like even the officials in the army, they just, you know, they just know people do it. They don't care because it's everybody agrees that this is like really old-fashioned and stupid, but we still do it anyway. Oh damn, where are you from, Sander Andres? Didn't know that was a thing in many other countries as well. Exit time 1, no transition. And also no exit time, no transition. Just do it. Oh, I see. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, well, Fruity League, that's a whole other big conversation. Yeah, honestly, same here, Sander. Like it's just, yeah, just common, and yeah, I should probably have done that as well. Anyway. Oh, and also I forgot to answer Fruity League. I have worked a little bit with Unreal. I have some familiarity with some of its systems, like the Material Editor and maybe a bit of Cascade. Because when I started with VFX, I also wanted to see how it works in Unreal. And I have worked a bit with blueprints. So yeah, just a little bit. I mean, I haven't made anything with Unreal. I actually had a fleeting thought about moving this project over to Unreal, mostly because, you know, that would give me a good opportunity to learn more about Unreal. But I don't know, maybe the next one. Whoops, wrong thing. Actually, I can close that down. Don't say. Yeah. Full sentence set. Potentially, yeah. Actually, let me. I think Manuela has something. Let me find it. Hold up. that be it. I think that should do it. That should be it. Yeah. So yeah, Sander, this is a tutorial by Manuela, and she's the goddess of deferred rendering, pretty much. And she also has like a bunch of other tutorials on shaders. So really worth looking into that. Futilic, yeah, I have a Philips Hue lamp, so it's actually glowing with the music, just for some ambience. Hey, the other way around. So this should be here, and I should just also go like this: play/right 0. It kind of depends, Kim. So you know, like I assume everywhere we have three different factions. I don't know. We have like land army, navy, and air force. So when I went for my conscription, my service lasted 8 months. I was in just like the army, not navy or air force. So mine lasted 8 months. In general, it's 9 months, but because I have 2 other brothers, I got like a special social criterion and had a month less. So army is 9 months, navy and air force were 12 months. As far as I know, I think they already changed it. They always change it back and forth. Now I think everything is 12 months, so like a year. Oh, the bubbly snappy shadows is actually like kind of a bug. Probably due to shadow cascades, it has trouble rounding, I guess. So yeah. No, she does like general Unity shader tutorials, but she also has some really great tutorials on deferred as well. And yeah, she also has a kind of a small studio and makes interactive classics basically. She has some really good games and content. So yeah. Yeah, exactly, Ari. I think the shadows might actually be... Oh, they're soft. Yeah, well, it's worse when they're hard, I guess. I mean, with some normal bias, I can get maybe some less defined shapes, but maybe it's better. I don't know. Okay, I got sidetracked. Let's see if this is working. Oh, well, sorry. I thought you were talking about Manuela. No, my brothers are not game devs. It's not triggering the second one. Why? well, because it's not called, no, just call it slash right and slash left. There we go. You know what? I think I'm actually kind of happy with this. But just because this is inconvenient, I'm gonna drop the guy here. But then stays to let the effect drift away. Yeah, kinda. That's the case because well, I actually closed the. Hold up. Okay. Again, I'm drawing some inspiration from Death's Door. So I don't know if you were here when I was showing that. Oh, hey, burnt toaster. Yeah, so I don't know if you've seen. Oh, that's Death's Door. It's a very recently released game from the developers that made Titan Souls, and it's pretty much everything everybody's talking about. Oh, thanks for the sub, Futilic. You didn't have to. So many subs today. I'm humbled. Yeah, so it's really it's the game that everybody's been talking about lately. And it's really fun and really charming and beautiful, as you can see, and it has some really nice combat elements that I want to shamelessly steal. They also mentioned that they were inspired by Hyperlight Drifter, and yeah, pretty much as it was mentioned, like I want this game to be like kind of like Hyperlight Drifter and Tunic, and maybe like a little bit of Zelda in there. So yeah, this is actually very close to what I would like to make. Like this is a game that I would love to have made. Oh, thanks. Thank you so much. Yeah, well, yeah, the whole thing is really pretty. And yeah, what I want to show was how attack works. So like you can see the animation actually has like a few frames. Oh wait, I think no. I think that was a charged attack again. Okay, this is not. Yeah, everything about it is like so smooth. So you can see the actual animation, it's like a few frames, and it goes up to here, and then spawns the slashing effect, which pretty much appears instantaneously, just pops in while the animation is still playing. The animation stays there, and so does like the effect. It's doing things like frame stutters and screen shake and all that, and then the effect dissipates. And yeah, they went for another swing. You can see how it looks now without hitting the enemy. So yeah, for the next swing, again a few frames, effect appears, it stays there. Something interesting is that the player is moving a little bit, so maybe that's something I need to do. Maybe coming to a full stop is not great. But yeah, this appears and then dissipates again. The slash is the collider for heat detection. They have actually, let me see if I can find it. They were, the Unity Tech Twitch channel recently had them as guests, and they showed a lot of stuff behind the scenes as to how this works. Let me see if I can find it. Found it. Here you go. So actually, I think they're doing I think they're doing something similar to what I'm doing. They don't use the slash mesh for the collision. They have an invisible sphere that just does a sphere overlap kind of thing, or like a physics sphere. I don't think it's a sphere cast. I think it's a sphere overlap. So they just turn it off during the slashing, and yeah, it's the same thing. The same thing I'm doing too. Yeah, probably they're slowing them down. And also it looks like a sprite sheet, but it's actually not. They also showed how the material is set up, and again, it's pretty much doing what I'm doing. They have some noise texture and they just dissolve. I don't know, maybe probably using the UVs so that it goes from that direction, something like that. Just reducing move speed, turn rate. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I can actually bring in an enemy and try things out. Prefabs. I have an enemy here. There he is. Oh, I actually have this with I should change this kind of stupid system. Anyway, enemy zone. No, it's combat zone. Sorry. So like make it 10 by 10 by 10. Something like, you know what? Just make it 50 by 50 by 10 by 50. Whatever. Oh, yeah, I was under the impression that the horizon was off again. So, in case you missed how you fix that, you just use this here. But it's also fun that if you change while it's changing, you can break the scene view. So yeah. Did they use the animator? Good question. I cannot remember if they actually showed that. I'd say either or, doesn't really matter. Like, the animation might give you a tiny bit more control over with the curves, but doing it procedurally is also like a very, very viable alternative. Yeah, Fitilik, if you missed that, you can just, like, if you press these to reorient your scene view, it fixes up. But if you press right click to change the camera view while this is changing, that's when it breaks. So yeah, you just press that back and it's fixed. No need to restart. Yeah, alright, so combat zone, and now I can bring in an enemy. I'm gonna make him pretty strong. Whoa, okay. I should probably make this a trigger. Build procedure and put inspector curves. Yeah. Oh yeah, you might have missed the previous streams where I made these guys. They're fucking annoying. They're also really good at shooting you. Like, I have some really scuffed projectile prediction, so they can pretty much get you, like, pretty easily. Okay, I have... okay, so this is the debug sphere. This is the area I can hit. But as you can see, it's not really matching the VFX. So I think I should make it like a bit bigger and maybe more in front. I mean, it's okay if it's a bit forgiving too. Yeah, I think that's good. Is there an offset? No. Yeah, that's good. Also, yeah, you can. There is dodging. So yeah. Okay, so next up, I'm not gonna do this in this stream, but this is actually looking pretty good. I'm actually feeling good about this. But next up we're gonna add some proper impact feedback and like all the staggering and whatnot. Could you pull back the VFX or increase the sphere? Yeah, yeah, I that's why I increased the sphere and put it a bit more forward. So now it kinda, you know, it kinda matches. What you'd expect. But you know, it's also pretty easily adjustable, so let me just copy that, paste that. Whoa. Yeah, they basically shrink and reappear. Maybe if I don't have gizmos and deselect, you can see. It's just a fun little effect. Yeah, I did create my own character controller, quite painstakingly. Um, yeah, I did it over the first streams really, and yeah, I've been just adding stuff here and there ever since. Though I did fix some stuff off screen, like I mentioned, I had this classic issue that you can have with third-person control and in first-person controllers as well, where when you go down stairs or maybe like ramps, they do some hopping because they keep losing, they keep thinking they're not grounded. So that's something I recently fixed. I basically imported the Unity's, I think I have it here, the starter assets. Yeah. And took a little look at how, yeah, that's how it looks with a, with a cell shader. Well, I actually fixed that by detecting if the player is on a slope, and if so, just add a buttload of gravity to them. This character seems to not have that issue, so maybe I should study them as well. Maybe. I did steal some stuff from this guy though, I think, like some sort of gravity detect, no, ground detection, which wasn't working great with my setup, but yeah. Yeah, so this actually went better than expected. So I think in the next stream I will actually add any impact effects and juicy staggers and all that to make it more interesting and more fun to knock out buddies. A sphere casts down to detect if it's grounded and then to cast further than it. Oh, that's actually that's a good idea, Futilik. Some new forward code to push the player upslope. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. Yeah, I can't remember what exactly I did. I mean, it's a mess in here, to be honest. But yeah, I basically just detect if I'm on a slope and not jumping, and just whoa, add a whole bunch of downwards force. Yeah, I guess it still has issues here and there. I mean, one annoying thing is that I never got to solve with any of my previous attempt at third-person controller is this: how easily you basically skateboard along really like cliffs like that, which is fairly annoying. Yeah, I mean, if they didn't fix it on Skyrim, I mean, who am I to fix that? Yeah, I'd actually love to make some physics-based, like skateboarding kind of thing. I had shown a game I had made before, which was like with little cars, but they were using, it's a classic trick with a sphere collider that's rolling, but you have like the visuals on top. And that actually gave some really, really cool and fun results. So I don't know, maybe I will make something like that. Yeah, I think it's called Skate Story. Yeah, Skate Story. Yeah, it's really really awesome. Yeah, and like the visuals and the aesthetics and like the animation also, and it looks like the controls are amazing as well. Like it's really in- intuitive as to how you control the moves. Looks really really good. I was never like a fan of skateboarding or like skateboarding games like Tony Hawk's or whatever, but yeah, that looks pretty fun. So yeah, I think it's a good place to leave it. I'm happy with how this looks, and before I think of a new VFX sequence to work on, like the previous one, I'll finish with better impacts and feels for hitting, because something I never made and I always wanted to make was a proper, or at least like a playable combat system. I have never made anything like that, and I always wanted to make something that was kind of snappy and cool and fun, and yeah. So yeah, I'm excited about this, and yeah, I think I will leave this stream about here. So yeah, thanks everybody for joining. I hope you enjoyed it. I had fun for sure. And yeah, see you in the next one. Bye bye.